is out there. You sat one of this?
Yeah.
Okay. Midweek, right?
I did a Friday and a Sunday, and then I have 2 for tomorrow and Friday.
And you had better luck on Friday, right?
I did. How did you know that?
Because Kevin Overstreet was singing your praises last night.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. So she had 2 bank-owned open houses. All right. Because bank-owned open, and I know you sat with Charlie, right?
Correct.
Awesome. Jamie has opened up. Jamie and Christina Griffin. By the way, they both. Christina, I don't know who she is. She's actually pretty young.
Yeah, she's really young.
Yeah, I didn't know that. She's just doing a ton of REO business with Caldwell Banker.
More than Jamie.
Yeah, and she has more than Jamie Maloney. They're kind of partners, but she just asked to join the 100K group page, so she's on there too. So be careful what you say.
I sent her a message
right.
yesterday. Asked her if I could sit one of hers, and she was like, "I wish I could find a group that was as eager as you guys. I love it. Thank you
Oh, good.
so much."
So she,
Yeah, so that's what her response to me yesterday.
Right.
When I asked to sit one of her open houses.
Oh, good. Awesome. Cool. So she asked to join, and she's now a member. So you can actually post there and tag them. All right, in the lines. I guess you have to be a friend, right? Okay. So maybe friend them, but. We're going to find a good way to keep their list out, because if either Jamie Griffin or I'm sorry, Christina Griffin or Jamie Maloney, they have opened up their whole inventory for us to sit bank-owned open houses. Now, if you do it, you're only going to see maybe, I think, 9 or 11 under Jamie and maybe 20 or so under Christina.
Christina has 30.
Oh, okay.
Jamie has like 11 or 15.
Okay, good. So there's plenty of actually active ones there. There's actually a bigger list active that are pre-marketing time, that are coming on and or pending. All right, we had a big discussion last night. Can I sit pending ones? Why not? All right, sit a pending one. Well, if somebody comes in with that false advertising, say, hey, look, you know what? It went pending. These things move fast. What are you looking for so we can catch one before it goes pending? What, you know what I mean? Use it as a, you know what I mean? Just go. If it's in a good area, it's going to create traffic. Until it closes, sit it. Right? The key is traffic. Am I right? Okay. Key is traffic. What's that? What do you got to know?
I would just prefer not to do it.
That's fine.
I'll do one pre-market.
Yeah. That's fine. Because here's the thing. Someone asked me last night, I think Kevin asked me last night, less than 1%, less than 1/2% of these houses that I sat did I ever sell the home that I was sitting in. So it didn't matter to me, right? I was just all about the traffic. So, okay, and people came. So you had a better example on, you guys had 20 or so through, right?
We had about 20, 17 actually signed in. We had a couple that came and went.
Yep.
But of those 20, we're actively working for them.
Okay.
Real strong.
4 buyers they didn't have 2 weeks ago.
Exactly.
All right. Just because they decided to go sit a bank-owned open house. Now, why a bank-owned open house? Because you're going to get 20. On a Friday afternoon, you had 9. Okay, and that was better than the Sunday. Right.
Which was only like 5.
Okay. Perfect. Any business out of that?
One first-time home buyer couple that I think is really great, and then 1 investor.
Only that. Okay. Okay, you know how to sell 100 homes a year?
2 investors.
2 a week. 2 a week is all it takes. 100 homes a year, no way. 2 a week. You just met 2 people in the last week. You just each met 2 people. You and Charlie have 2 each, right, that are working in, all right, that didn't have before. It's as simple as that. I don't, and
that doesn't mean that just those 2 people that are actively looking, the other names and addresses, email addresses and phone numbers that I have are not. We're going to go into my database and I'm just going to drip them. You never know.
Exactly. Put them in the drip campaign, but there's another 9 + 5, 14 contacts that you didn't have 2 weeks ago because they were naive enough to go sit a bank-owned open house and see what it might look like. Okay, I'm just telling you guys. You know what? Will a regular open house do it? Go for it. If it does, if it works for you, great. Standing on the corner saying, I sell houses, does it work for you? Go for it. I don't care. If you want something, go do it, right? It's just, I can just tell you that here's a great opportunity with Jamie and Christina to not have to call people and find out who's the realtor that's going to let me do it. All right? We've got them. Here they are. Okay? They are there for you. Go do these if you want to meet people and do it. Yeah, but I'd rather list, all right? I'm here to tell you the best way to list is to work with buyers. Okay? All right? Your listings are going to come as a referral from the buyers you're working with. You still working on that deal with the dad? Okay, she told us last time, right? She went and told the first-time home buyer showed up, dad in tow. What do you think about this house? It's crap, right? Okay, those are exact words. That's a great script. Did you learn that from Buffini? Was that Brian Tracy? All right, where does that script come from, right? It just came naturally. I can see that about you, right? Okay, all right? She said, hey, look, this investor bought it and trying to flip it and hasn't done a good job. It's crap, right? Things falling apart, lipstick on a pig kind of scenario. It's just not good for you. I don't think it's that. Well, the dad admired that and said, hey, I have anywhere from 900 to 1.1, right?
9 to 1.1.
Okay, condo on the beach, and I respect the fact that you're I'm telling you, you take care of a daddy's daughter, bam. All right, hashtag bam. All right? All right, you get that one. Okay? You get daddy. All right? Best way to a daddy is through his daughter. All right? I'm just telling you.
I was just going to share a quick success story / idea.
Love it.
It's great that we have Jamie's list.
Yep.
Because there was a particular bank-owned open house, or bank-owned property I really wanted to do an open house in. It's in an A-plus neighborhood.
Awesome.
It's a $500,000 home, but it's bank-owned. Emailed the listing agent, nothing, crickets.
Right.
Well, so it turns out I had an offer on another property, and he was a listing agent.
Ah.
So now I call him and say, hey, fellow agent, I just submitted an offer on your property at 123 Any Street. Okay, great, thanks. I really appreciate it. Look forward to working with you. Hey, by the way, can I set an open house in your listing on such and such drive? Oh, yeah, sure, no problem. Just let me know when. So it's like if you kind of give a little something and get your foot in the door. My point, I guess, is if you're making offers, check to see if those agents have any REO listings.
There you
While
go.
you're talking to them, it's really easy to bring that up in conversation.
That's awesome advice. Because when I first started, remember I told you I was sitting HUD open houses, right? Then I did those through HUD. HUD had like their broad listing brokers that you had to call and do it. They took that away from me, so my next step was, now what do I do? All right, because they stopped, you couldn't say those open houses. So now what do I do? I said, well, you know what? I've sold a lot of other REO properties that were not HUD, and these 6 people I know had 90% of the REO listings in the area, right? So I started calling them, hey, Jerry Sigler, all right, you know I've done a lot of business in the past. Do you remember? Oh, yeah, Bob, love looking at your offers because you close them. Great. And he's still doing them, right? And I said, hey, Jerry, by the way, a lot of those buyers that I brought and sold your properties were people I met at HUD open houses. They've taken that away from me. Would you be opposed if, oh, yeah, no problem, because I had a relationship. Now that you've even made an offer, that's a better relationship than just a blind email. Right, exactly. It's that foot in the door and take advantage of that. Absolutely. That's beautiful. That's a great story to do it. The key is that his action on the other side created activity. Activity creates activity, right? That's what just happens. Things start to flow. Synergy starts to go, and next thing you know, good things are happening. Paul?
The first one that I did when we first started this,
Yep.
I called REO listing agents.
Yep.
Went on MLS, looked at REO properties, started calling listing agents.
Right?
The answer you'll get from a lot of them, well, we're not allowed to do that. Company policy says we're not
Right.
allowed to do that. I ended up getting a hold of one, and he says, well, you know what? We're not supposed to, but none of our agents want to sit an open house.
Right, exactly.
So, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
I'll
right.
just ask forgiveness later.
Mhm.
Permission now. Go sit it. And I said, well, good. I said, I'll tell you what, any buyer leads I get, I'll give you a referral.
Wow, that's even generous. You don't have to do that.
Well, yeah.
All right. Rein that baby back in. Don't do that. All right. That's good. That's awesome that you did that. That's very generous. I was never that generous. I was like, dude, I'm doing you a favor. You're doing me a favor. Let's help each other out, and we're good. All right. If you wanted buyers, and you want a piece of that action, go hire your own buyer agent. I'm not him, but you know what I mean. Here we go. And do that's awesome. But that's the key, right? And it's so true that their office policy is that only agents in their office do it. But their problem is that they're with Sotheby's, and ew, I wouldn't touch a bank owned open. They smell. All right. Okay. Any Sotheby agents in here? Good. All right. Very good. How about Berkshire Hathaway?
I just got an offer.
Okay. Ah, don't give me that Berkshire Hathaway crap. You're Prudential, Florida. You're all right. You call there. I know exactly. See, you saw the light. Exactly. You don't need. You don't need what's his name, Warren Buffett's name, to go sell a house.
I got an
All right.
offer from Berkshire Hathaway on a listing of mine yesterday, and I was responding to it in the email. And I was like, damn, that's a long email address. It's
Right.
subject line,
Yeah.
Berkshire Hathaway, Florida.
Yeah, right. Exactly. See, that's it.
Can't help but think in your head, Berkshire.
That's right, exactly. And no, again, nothing again. They don't know what they don't. Just like the people out there that don't have financial literacy, these people don't have real estate literacy. That's okay. We just got to go warm them up, right? Share the light with them. All right. Earn the right to be heard. All right, as we go. All right. So I'm just telling you, bank-owned open houses. I'm a big fan. I'm a huge fan. Do them in pairs. You're not comfortable doing them on your own? Go team up with somebody so you can feel more comfortable. You know what I mean? Because that's something to be concerned about, right? So just be aware. If you're going to last in this business, you better list, is what the traditional thing says. But we say if you're going to last, you better work with buyers. Qualified buyer, ready to buy, ready to go, wants to close by the end of the year, is a check waiting to be cashed. Okay? Period. I think we talked about the old men, the guys who, when I sold 8 to 10 homes my first year in real estate after Thanksgiving, people that I had never met before, after Thanksgiving, post-Thanksgiving, I went to contract on either 8 or 10, I can't remember, contracts, and got them closed before the end of the year. Why? Realtors are lazy. Realtors after Thanksgiving are really lazy. They are. Because they've bought into what they're hearing at their office meetings. They're saying, nobody buys after Thanksgiving. Don't worry about it. People are too busy. Christmas shopping and yada, yada, yada. Screw that. All right? That means you're really not going to answer your phone. You don't answer your phone already. Now you're really not going to answer your phone? Right? Okay? So let me go, answer my phone and go find some people and sell them houses. And I did. Right? And I would do right now. It's a $50,000 homestead exemption, right? But they need to close by December 31st if they're going to get it for all of 2016. All right? Go work that end. Hey, let me save you $50,000 off your real estate taxes. How? We got to close by the end of the year. Let's go. Yeah, but I got to. No, I'm thinking about it. It's time, man. I'm telling you. If you want that $50,000 off, let's go.
It's kind of a gray area though, because it's already homesteaded and you get it back.
That's true. If it's already homesteaded, you can understand that. Okay, and that's fair enough. But I'm just telling you.
That's where the truth comes to the challenge.
Well, that's right. And you can know. I'm not saying don't be truthful. Be truthful. You know what I mean?
That you
yeah, but it's a good thing to go. All right.
And you can actually create some urgency too to the new 45 days.
Right.
You got about 11 days left.
Right, exactly.
You say, hey, we gotta find out.
Yeah, with TRID and everything else, we got to get this closed. And
under contract in the next 11 days.
Exactly. If nothing else, go get excited about. If you go watch our office meeting from yesterday and look at Janina Wozniak, who's 1 year in the business, is capped in September. All right, because she's excited about real estate. All right. She's excited about real estate, and it's attractive to people. People are attracted to her. And she's working a lot of 55 and over communities. She's all of 20. She's probably a little older than we think. I think she looks younger. She's maybe 28, 29, 30. Who knows? She's been teaching for 13 years, so she's older than we think. But that being said, she's younger, but she's not 55, right? But she's doing a lot of business in 55 over communities because people are attracted to her. They love her excitement, and she's ready to go. Let me help. How can I help? How can I help? All right? Catch her, one of the things she goes, she believes in the power of nice. That's a great line, man. I wrote that thing down as fast as I could after she believes in the power of nice. Okay? It does. Nice sells. It does, doesn't it? And nice attracts. And that's what we're looking to do. We're not looking to chase people. We're looking to attract people. Bank and open houses, we've already covered. Go do them. All right? Why? Because they work. Don't believe me? Try one. Okay? Jamie Maloney list, and now we can put Christina Griffin on there as well. All right? I don't have one to sit. Them. All right? Our corn planting conference call is going to be real short this time. People say, yeah, but Jamie Maloney, Christina Griffin. That's my answer. So when you call in there, yeah, but I don't know. I did a Jamie Maloney, Christina Griffin. But what do I say? Just go do it. Yeah, but what if I don't know what to do when they come in? Just go figure it out.
Say hi.
Okay, say hi. How you doing? This house does stink, doesn't it? It smells. I'm with you. That's why I'm on the porch. Okay? All right? I get it. Let's go find a house that doesn't stink. All right? It's that simple. All right? It's really not that hard. All right? Just go have fun with it. Work with investors, work with first-time home buyers. I love first-time home buyers because those first-time home buyers lead you to $1.1 million listings because you take care of the daughter, the daddy comes in tow.
And now they want to buy a condo.
And that's exactly. It just starts to flow. All right? It happens. Right? Because you expect it to happen. All right? That's why all the books we've been reading, you notice it's not real estate sales from the pros. No, it's mindset. I'm trying to change your mindset because as soon as you change that mindset, game over. Okay? It really is. As soon as your mindset changes, you decide. Everybody in here has the financial, emotional, intellectual capability to knock this business in the backside. Right? It's whether or not we decide to do it or not. That's it. All right? Okay, we're going to list by referral, order taker, right? She's not getting that listing from the dad for $1 million because she had the best listing presentation.
No listing presentation.
There was no listing presentation. Come list my home, right? Hey, that's the kind of thing I like to hear, right? Let me just fill in the beds. People ask me, what's your listing presentation, Bob? Here's the paperwork. Because it was by referral. I was listing because they said, hey, you took care of this aunt or whatever, my niece, or you know what I mean, come list my home. All All right? It wasn't that I had the slickest PowerPoint presentation or really cool glossies, all right, or my marketing material was off the charts. Okay?
Well, and I'm sure everybody has found the same thing, but trying to list homes, man, sellers are a tough nut to crack.
Sure.
But when you're working with a buyer, sellers pay your commission, and so there's none of that, how much is this going to cost me attitude with buyers.
Yeah. I like working with buyers, and the listings when they come along, they come great, and that's perfect. And the other thing too is, I mean, if you're calling expireds and all that kind of stuff, man, you're battling against the 90%, right? Why not go work with the other people you don't, the 10% don't want to work? I mean, the 90% don't want to work with.
It's just refreshing to hear. I just recently, I'm a goal maker.
Yeah, that's all right. That's a good deal. That's all right.
Go back to
We're gonna make fun of that. Let me back it up. Coldwell Banker. You know what? Can I tell you something? I laugh. Jeanette and I laugh all the time because I'm so glad they finally changed their commercials. All right, because there for a while it's like, who are they attracting? Because remember when they had the two old guys on there were pictures and they were talking, their lips would move. You know what I mean? And it was Coldwell and Banker from back in the day. I'm like, they're trying to get, like an 80-year-old agent or something to come join them. And they finally got hip. They're like, hey, look, your next home. Their commercials have changed and they're good. All right, go ahead. Sorry. And we love you anyway. All right.
Well, it's just neat to hear about working with buyers.
Yeah.
I love working with buyers.
Yeah.
And within a month, I was able to get five closings set up.
Nice.
Working with buyers. But now I've been going to training.
Yeah. And they're screwing you up. I know. It happens.
I'm hearing about listing, you list,
Yeah.
how you're gonna, stay in the business.
Right.
So I've been working on listings, and it's like, okay, where are all my buyers going? It's just my momentum is just slowed down.
That's
so
because you only
much.
have one house to sell. When you represent buyers, you have all of these houses.
Yeah, it's so true.
I love working with buyers.
Yeah.
But, when you keep hearing, listings that's gonna keep you in the game, it's kind of like, okay, am I doing it wrong? But I'm closing, but what's going on?
Yeah, right. It was working. You know what I mean? Are you newer in the business?
Yes.
Awesome.
Not even 2 years yet.
See, I love that because my theory is, how do you keep new agents excited about the real estate business? Keep them away from the old agents, right? Okay, right? It's because they all start to, and so you know what? And I get it. Make a conscious decision to say, hey, let me take that in, all right? And I hear that, but I'm not going to allow it to stunt my. I was excited about doing it, and you know what? That's okay. All right, let them. That's fine, and I get it. But I'm still going to, I sold 5 homes, working with buyers, and I dug that. You know what I mean? And so that's the way we're doing it, is that, and it's the only way, and I know to teach, because that's the only way I built my business, is that I built working with buyers, and then my listings came as a result of the buyers, not vice versa, because it's, like I tell you, it's bass backwards from what people tell you, right, in traditional real estate training. So don't lose it, all right? I mean, I'm not here to tell you go against what you're telling you to do, but do what your instincts tell you. Okay, fair enough, because your instincts are right. Okay.
Buyers will bring you listings.
Yeah, they will. Absolutely, because we're just going to list by referral. All right. Corn planting conference call, that's that call we talk about every Friday morning if you want to write that down. We call this corn planting, by the way, because we believe buyers are corn. And we say they're corn because they're fast. You can plant corn in the ground, all right, and within 35 days, you could be eating corn. All right. And that's what we are. That's what these bank-owned open houses are to us. We teach 2 methods, because the first method is, all right, Bob, I'm coming to you, and I came to this 100K because I need a closing yesterday. All right, well, going out, calling expireds and working and farming an area and all that kind of stuff, that's great. But we're talking a 4 to 5 to 6 months before you get the listing, and now we got to wait for that thing to sell. All right. Whereas if I go meet a buyer that I didn't meet 2 weeks ago, and now I've got 4 that I'm working with and 2 that I'm working with that I didn't have before, and let's sell them on, hey, let's get this thing closed before the end of the year, that's corn, right? Boom, boom, all right? It's growing up and we're eating it. That's why we call it corn planting. So if you want to figure out how to get more buyers, jump on that call. It's 641-715-3301. The participant code is 572-423. And all we're doing is talking about bank-owned open houses and how do we overcome that and how you doing that. Who's going to, we now have Jamie Maloney, Christina Griffin. All right, check out their listings. Where do I get my signs? There's a great, by the way, are you on the Facebook group page? Okay, facebook.com/groups. You see at the bottom left-hand corner, the 100K Club. It's a closed group, so you have to ask permission to get in. All right, and we'll give you in. But in there, there's go down a couple threads. I'll even try and go find it and bump it up a little bit. Places that people have got their bank-owned open house signs for cheap. And so it's just a group of people sharing all sorts of great information in there. It's a Ford. Well, yeah. I don't know. Oh, see, exactly. Yeah.
When you just search the 100K Club, she'll come right up.
Yeah, search the 100. It's the 100K Club. The Ohio State University. The U. So you got a couple Buckeyes in the room. Okay. What time is it? Okay, good deal. All right, Jim's giving me the 10-minute flash sign. All right, good deal. All right. I can leave my PowerPoint here. You guys can just go figure it out after I leave. That'd be good. I mean, I'd rather talk to you than these guys I got to go talk to anyway. They're a bunch of lawyers. How do I grow my business? Go be nice. I believe in the power of nice. I'm like, nice? We're lawyers. What are you talking about? Okay? How do we be nice? I'm supposed to do guerrilla marketing and have my sign over all sorts of buses and billboards everywhere, like Fran Drescher. She's not Fran Drescher.
No.
Fran, that was the nanny. Fran Hash or whatever. All right. Okay. All right. So got that, 472. That's Friday, 10 a.m. All right, Eastern time. Okay, cool. Then some finishing thoughts on the other stuff. So all that's cool, right? Corn planting. But then how do we make a business out of this business? All right. How do I actually make this sustainable? Well, sustainability, in my opinion, comes from the power of nice. All right, comes from the generosity generation. Too many times we're taught to go ask for people to refer you business. Right? Go meet with everybody you know, send them a postcard, tell them that, hey, look, here's somebody I just got in the business, and on the back, right, the sincerest form of flattery I'll ever receive is a referral from a da-da-da-da-da, right? And next thing you know, people aren't taking your call anymore. Why does nobody answer their phone, right? Well, it's because every time they can smell the commission breath coming through the phone, right? They're like, ooh, I can smell it from here, right? Technology's gotten really, I can smell it. It's amazing, right? Because I can smell it across exactly. Smell-o-vision, exactly. All right? So, there's a great book called The 7 Levels of Communication. I don't know if Rachel, did you invite her?
Yeah,
okay, good. Did you tell her about the book yet?
No.
Okay,
Yeah, I was
okay.
just thinking,
All right.
wish I had that book so I can learn it.
You don't have it?
I have it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Just go. You can download it. 7 Levels of Communication, Michael Merritt's the greatest thing, I think, because what he teaches is what he calls a generosity generation. All right? Which is this. Generosity starts the cycle. You're generous first, leads to reciprocity. Because when you're massively generous to somebody, then they feel like, man, Tim's done amazing things for me. I need to throw some love back at Tim, right? Because they feel unbalanced, right? So you're not asking for it; they just feel obligated because that's just the way we are as human beings, right? So your generosity leads to them reciprocating. Now, reciprocating for us means referrals. Okay. Now, if you get enough referrals, that makes you profitable, and profitable enough times makes you prosperous. And the more prosperous you are, that allows you to be even more generous, and then the cycle starts all over, right? And so you just go out and you start being nice first. And when I say nice, you say, like, you know what, go help somebody find a good mechanic, right? Give them a good referral for what? You got something to bring up?
Yeah, I was like, I need a good mechanic.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, well, put it on the 100K group page. I bet you'll find somebody. Hey, I sold a home a couple days ago to a guy who's this, right? Because you get the triangle of trust, and people trust in each other, and you're making all sorts of people happy. The book covers it. It's amazing the way it works, but we're taught differently. We're taught to go ask for the referral first. All right? Now, here's the next thing, though. I put this on here because the other day, they sent me like 3 times in the last week. People said, you know, it seems everybody I'm working with is just a jerk. And this line hit me. I'd read this, right? Say, do you know that you're going to attract what you are? All right? If everybody you're running into is a jerk, you might want to go check the person in the mirror. Because you're going to attract what you are. It's a fact, right? It's the aura's out there, and you're going to attract what you are. So if everybody seems to be a jerk out there, you might want to check who the jerk is. Okay? I'm just telling you, right? I'm just saying, but if you have an inordinate amount of jerkiness coming at you, right? There's a reason you're attracting it. All right? Okay? Plus, we're going to talk about mindset. How many times it's always famous, my mom always says, I picked the wrong guys, right? You keep telling yourself that, you're going to keep picking the wrong guys. All right? Okay? It's just because you kept telling yourself that. I'm just telling you, you got to talk about mindset. I'm going to tell you, and Jim, give me the 3-minute countdown. You have to earn the right to be heard. Okay? Before you ask for the referral, you earn the right to be heard. Remember, I talked about that. I used Christianity. I'm unabashed in my Christian beliefs, right? I use Christianity as an example for me many times. That too many times people get turned off on, I'm turned off from religion. No kidding, so am I. Okay? All right? Because I'm not talking about, you know what, we're going to go convert people by painting John 3:16 on my chest and standing behind the goalpost while somebody kicks an extra point. Okay? That doesn't do any good. You earn the right to be heard. You go give value first. All right? You go help somebody in need. You go deliver them a quiche when they've had a baby, and you can actually earn the right to be heard. All right? And what that means is that, hey, you know what, something different about you. What is it? All right? Now, same thing here. What I'm talking about is don't go ask for the referral. But after a time, there's going to come a time, I'm going to say, Tim, man, you have gone above and beyond and helped us out a ton. You really have, Tim. What can I do for you? You know what your answer is? You ready for a script? You guys want scripts? Here's a script. You ready to write this one down? Pen. Get it? Get your pen. I'm going to give you the script. Okay. All right. They ask you, what can I do for you? Refer me. There's your script. They've opened the door. It wasn't you kicking it in, bam, refer me. Right? It's like, come on in. And now while you're here, what can I do for you? Refer me. Because you've earned the right to be heard. Right? You've earned that referral. You said the house is crap. You earned the referral. Right? You've proven what you're worth. Earn that. Don't kick the door down. Walk in an open door, and when they ask you the question, refer me. Yeah, it's the best thing you can do for me, man. You know what? I like hanging out with you, and I found that like people hang out together, so I bet you I'd like your friends as well. Refer me.
That's why it's awesome working with buyers, because you get to hang out with them so much.
Hey, you do. You really do. Okay, it's a lot of fun. You don't dread their phone call. A listing, you dread the phone call. Why is my house selling? Why is my house selling? Why is my house selling? Right? With buyers, hey, let's go look. I just found one. Did you see the one that popped up? I just love it. Okay? It's one of my favorite scrolls. We read the first book we read, right, was Greatest Salesman in the World. Okay? And the Greatest Salesman in the World was not a sales book, was it? Okay, it was talking about how do we change us. All right? And one of the scrolls is create new habits and become their slave. Disciplined approach to this business. You got to be disciplined in this business. If you're not, you're going to lose. Okay? Create new habits, become their slave. Take action now. Don't wait. Don't get a mind full of, that's a great idea, and then never do it. Realtors are infamous for that. Okay, thank you. All right? Take action now. Learn to talk to yourself in a new way. You know, I've never shared this with this group, this session. Those who have been here before, you've heard it. It reminded me when I was writing this is this. I think I told you a little bit about how I grew up and how I was a real kind of not intentionally. They just didn't know what they didn't know. My parents were just, broke, and they were broke because they were broke, but then also because they never chose to change that, right? They never decided to buy into I am where I am today because of choices I made yesterday, all right? Period. They didn't elect to go there, right? And that's fine. Good for them. But my mind had been ingrained. McDougal's are broke, McDougal's are broke, McDougal's are broke. McDougal's rent, McDougal's rent, McDougal's rent. I was so passionate about that when Joseph was finally born. Jeanette and I have been married 25 years. Joseph is now almost 13. He's turning 13 in a little bit. So we were 12 years into our marriage before we had our first child. And once he was born, I said, you know what? It was still vivid in my mind. I'm still fighting McDougal to, you know what I mean? That I still have to fight that. Okay? And so I said, I'm going to change this for this guy. All right? I'm going to be a chain breaker in the cycle of my family. And so from Joseph couldn't even talk yet. McDougal's are the best. Hey, Joseph, McDougal's are the best. McDougal's are the best. So I'm laughing because it reminded me, 18 months, maybe he was 2 years old, just starting, he was becoming more vocal and chatting with, people say, hey, little guy, what's your name? Oh, Joseph. What's your last name? McDougal's are the best. Seriously, he thought his last name was McDougal's are the best. All right, it was awesome. I thought, what a great way to go through life, man. Right? Now, he's growing out of that. He's not going to say that in public, but I'll tell you this. He still thinks McDougal's are the best, right? Because he'd heard it, right? And so he really thought his last name, can you spell that for me? Not yet, all right? But, he thought it was all one phrase. McDougal's are the best. And you know what? Teach yourself that. Man, if you start to talk to yourself in a different way, things are going to change in your life. They really are. And weed yourself daily. We talked about this, right? Okay? Ohio, they just didn't pass theirs. They almost got there, but they didn't get it. But Colorado, you can still weed yourself daily. All right? Okay? All right? But no, and weeding ourselves daily, remember we were talking about, all right, pulling the weeds, right? Remember my two neighbors, Bill, right? Bill, because he weeds every day when he goes and checks his mailbox. So here's how he weeds. Okay, forefinger and thumb. Boop, boop, and it's done. It's done weeding. Robert, 2 doors down from him, forgets weeds once a year. All right, and I hear him swearing once a year. God, you're bad, I'm going to do it, man. So he waits too long to weed, right? And then the weeds become so big and so overgrown that it becomes overwhelming for him. And he had to weed because he had a baby shower coming up, but his wife kicked him out the door and said, go weed the stuff, right? And so it's just, if we can get to the point that we check ourselves more often, then once a small correction is easier to make than some massive correction once a year, right? So weed ourselves more often. All right, let's weed like this, not with a backhoe. To trying to get, because the weeds got so big. All right, it's easier to make small changes. All right. Here are commitments. You can get copies of these because these are all the commitments we agreed to. All sorts of things. All right? Those of you who haven't been to here, you have to get this slide. It's a great slide. Getting 8 hours of sleep a day. Drinking 64 ounces of water. Doing 30 minutes of cardiovascular exercise. Volunteering in a nonprofit 4 hours a month. What does this have to do with selling real estate? Nothing but everything. I'm just telling you, because when you feel better about yourself, you are attractive. And you're going to attract people. Period. That's the way things go. Donate 10% of your income to a church, synagogue, or other nonprofit. I call it a tithe. All right, because I go to church. Other people don't call it a tithe. I'm just telling you, the more you give, the more you get. All right, it just comes back at you. Some people call it blessing. Some call it abundance. Call it whatever. All right, all it requires discipline. Yada yada. We have to go through this fast. All right, I think fast. Assignments. We're not having any other meetings, but here's the thing: continue to read daily. Turn off your TV and read. All right, I've introduced you a couple authors. Okay, dig into them. Dig into somebody else. Those authors that I've given you, Og Mandino and Peel. Both have great books. They have more books than what I've given you. Go dig in. Mandino, if you could just read Mandino, read some of his stories, man. They are just powerful. Powerful about the power of giving and how your life can change. Live intentionally. Don't just float through life willy-nilly. Please, please, please. Stop just floating. All right? Live on purpose. All right? And I'm not talking purpose is to make a lot of money. Your purpose is to discover what God's put you on earth to do. All right, that's your purpose. Enjoy the freedom of structure. The more structured you are, the freer you become. Okay, I know it sounds backwards, but I'm telling you, you incorporate and you're forced to then keep a structure of your expenses and your income and all that kind of stuff. Now you're freed up to do many other things like go create more income.
I apply it to children.
What's
Children
that?
like structure.
They do.
When they live a structured life, it's easier. You're more free because you're
Absolutely.
You know what's coming next. It's not like all willy-nilly.
And you know what? And guess what? It doesn't change when we're adults. It really doesn't. You try to think it does. Oh, I'm free. I can do anything I want. Well, guess what? You end up doing nothing when you do anything you want. All right? Have some structure in your life. Okay? Really. Live in abundance. Choose to live in abundance. We are not living in lack. Okay? We speak abundance every time we walk anywhere. We speak abundance. And in a great day, man, things are happening. Interest rates are low. And why you renting? Why you renting? You renting?
So I have a quick question.
Yep.
Do you, in your experience with HUD homes, do you find that there's a certain price point that's better? Like I'm going to sit at a more expensive house tomorrow.
Yep.
Not because I'm trying to attract that kind of buyer, but
Right.
I'm just wondering if the traffic is lower, more for
Yeah.
one price point versus another.
I don't think it's a price point because they don't know the price point when they're walking in the door.
But you know the neighborhood.
They know the neighborhood. It could be for me trial and error. If the you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Give it a shot and
Christina's got like a $658,000 listing.
Yeah.
4 acres. I'm like, what the hell?
yeah, give it a shot. See what happens. Right? Other people may say, "Oh, I can never afford that, so I'm not going to go in." So you might see less. Right?
Or you
Pick up
that people you want to attract.
Right, exactly. So give it a shot. Why not? Okay, why not? Just, again, compared to what? Yes.
What did you say about signs earlier? You started to tell us about signs for the open house.
Oh, yeah, if you want, there's somebody, if you go down on the 100K group page, there's a thread that someone started back probably about 6 weeks ago when we first started this, that people posted their signs in good spots to get signs to order them. And so it's on there. Signsonthecheap.com. Okay.
Good one.
All right. Post that again if you could. All right. Post it again so it's at the top of the list. Okay. If you could do it. Okay. But do that, and I'll try and find them when I get a chance and bump them up.
There's another place out of Central Florida that you can get them to like the next day too if you're trying to do one like this weekend. I can't remember offhand, but if you find me after the meeting and I can dig it out.
Perfect.
Or post it.
Yeah.
It's on that.
Is it on there? All right. We'll try and find them and bump those up. If not, just keep digging all the way down on the thread of the Facebook group
Yeah, I'll
page.
just repost
Right there.
it. with
Okay.
Fresh, clean.
Perfect. Awesome. Give to others. I'm telling you, the more you give, the more you get. Start there. Succeed and win. If you're gonna live, win. Right? Why go through? I mean, why not? Right? I mean, are you with me?
Don't be a loser.
Yeah, don't be a loser. All right. Okay. Which way is it? This way? Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yes,
You
I mean,
don't know which way it is because you're a winner.
that's right. Exactly. See, every time I even try and do it, it goes to a W. See? That's what I'm ingrained. Exactly. All right. Okay. Just succeed and win. We're put on earth here to win. We gotta be. You know what? We're not here to just exist. All right. Go make a difference, man. Go retire, get money. My mom used to say when she was alive, Bob, all you think about is money. He said, well, guess what? You're damn straight because I don't have any. Okay? All right? I found that when I have it, I don't think about it. All right? When I was hungry and had no food, I thought about food. All right? But if I got the point where I can eat where I want to eat and so on and so forth, it's not a question anymore, then I don't think about it anymore. Right? And so just get that taken care of so then you can go help other people. Right? Just get that taken care of. All right? Get it done. All right? So it's not top of mind anymore. Okay? Go get it. That's it. All right? And I'm negative 5 minutes, right, Jim? All right? Okay. I got to roll. I normally would love to hang out and chat, but I got to go. If you need me, you guys know how to get a hold of me. Don't let this be the end. We'll convene 100Ks again probably late January or early February.